Hi, I'm Stacy from Underdog Wellness, and today I wanted to share a smoothie hack with you that I really enjoy. It involves freezing bananas. If you like to make a lot of smoothies like I do in the mornings, sometimes if you have ingredients that are just in the refrigerator or sitting on your kitchen counter, they're not cold. And I like a really cold smoothie. So I had seen this somewhere, I think in a magazine or something, about freezing your bananas, and you can buy frozen bananas and they're already sliced up really small, but it's just cheaper and you get a heck of a lot more when you do it yourself. So what you need is cutting board, a knife, your bananas. I like to have a garbage bowl, some Tupperware or Rubbermaid containers, and parchment paper. The first time I did this, all I did was chop up the bananas and stick them in the containers and call it a day. And the next day, because bananas, when you open them up like this, it's really sticky. The next day when I went to make a smoothie, they were all stuck together. So I just had this one big giant banana glob, and it didn't work out really well because then I couldn't make my smoothie. They were all frozen together. So what I do is I start to cut them up, and I do them into quarters. So I cut the banana in half, and then I cut in half again. And I put those in there. And what you do is you put in a piece of paper in between. So I learned that, and I originally started out with wax paper. And the thing with wax paper, I kind of had the same. I had to discover it on my own. I had wax paper to separate them. I thought I was brilliant. And wax paper, because it is a little bit more pliable, would get stuck to the sticky part of the banana again. So you pull everything out, and you've got your bananas, but they would be stuck together with wax paper in between them. And wax paper is so pliable that you would try to tear the wax paper and it would just stay stuck between the bananas. So again, I would have the problem of these stuck bananas with paper in between them. So then I would have to get out a knife and try and separate them, and almost cut off my fingers trying to separate them. So that wasn't good. Somewhere along the lines I discovered parchment paper, which I use for a lot of baking. It's a little bit heftier, and started using that, and it works great. I'm not gonna lie, on occasion the bananas do all stick together, but it's a lot easier to get them apart than it is when you are using wax paper. So I just keep stacking them, and I keep putting a piece of paper in between all of them. And it also helps to cut down, you know how bananas can get that brown color if oxygen gets to them. So it helps to cut down on that also. And I always do put on the very last one, I do put parchment paper on top of that also, because same reason, you get a little bit less of the browning. Every time you open this up to make your smoothie, you will notice that the bananas, if they don't have paper in between, you know, the lid and the banana, you will get a little bit of browning, but it's not that bad. If you want to do the whole lemon juice thing where you sprinkle lemon juice on them, you can do that, but I don't really find that it's necessary. And I go through these bananas pretty quickly. I make a lot of smoothies during the week. Bananas are great because they have their own flavor, so some people may not agree with me with this, but I think bananas are kind of like, they'll take on any flavor you mix with it. So if you're gonna do peanut butter, chocolate, if you're gonna do sort of a coffee, I do this really great smoothie that's got some coffee in it, so it ends up becoming like almost like a frappuccino type of a situation, because the banana will kind of absorb all those other flavors that you put with it. So I really like banana as a good kind of negative or neutral base for my smoothie. And you can do anything. I mean, you can add in vegetables. You can do spinach. Avocado works really great, which I think is technically a fruit. I don't know. But I think of avocado as a vegetable. You can do that. Kale is a big one people like to do. Or you can just stick with your fruits and do smoothies that way. I like to use coconut milk, and I am gonna have some smoothie recipes on here pretty soon. They're usually quick and easy, and if you have a really good blender or a Vitamix or a Ninja or whatever you've got, maybe you've got one of those single serving ones, they work great, and all your stuff is really ready and quick in the mornings if you're trying to get out, whether you have a job or you're a mom, whatever it is that you do, it's gonna get you out pretty quickly. Smoothies are great, and you can just kind of bring them along with you, and you can make sure what you put in them. I mean, you can do protein powder so you get a lot of protein. You can do, like I said, coffee. I like to sometimes put a little chocolate syrup in mine for a little sweet kick. You can also do unsweetened cocoa powder for all those antioxidants. Coconut oil is a great thing to add to your smoothies. So like I said, I'm going to have some recipes to follow. But this is a great kind of banana hack that you don't have to spend a ton of money on. Trader Joe's has really great prices on bananas. So it's a great way to do it. And when I make my smoothie, I pretty much will just pull out an entire banana. So 4 of the pieces, pop them in my smoothie, and I'm ready to go. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments if you have any other questions, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Bye.